Hello everybody, welcome back to the ESC Scot YouTube channel and another ESC Scot YouTube video. Today we're doing something different. All the reactions are done for Eurovision 2023. We've got every single song, which now means that we can move on to reviewing and analysing the semi-finals. So excited! This is the bit I really do love. Once we've got all the songs over, now we can really start to think and predict and really have a deep dive into the semi-finals and each song kind of digest. I'm really excited. So what we're going to do today, it's kind of like a game. I like doing this. It's kind of like a remember time capsules. You put something in a time capsule and you kind of dig it up and see what's come of it. So what I'm going to do is kind of predict the running order of semi-final 1, and then in about a month's time when all the semi-final running orders are revealed, see how close I got, because this is really interesting. Whoever opens or closes the semi-final is really important. I want to see how the running order affects each of these countries. So let's begin by seeing who is in semi-final 1. So first, in the first half of semi-final 1, we've got Serbia, Latvia, Ireland, Norway, Portugal, Croatia and Malta. And then the second half of the first semi-final, we've got Sweden, Moldova, Switzerland, Israel, Netherlands, Finland, Azerbaijan and Czechia. Right, so I'm going to start making my predictions of who's going to come first. So what I'm going to do to kind of give myself a better idea who will probably open the contest is look at the running order of last year. Okay, so last year Albania opened the first semi-final. So what usually happens in the Eurovision semi-final and the final, they will always, and I mean always, everyone knows this, they will always open with a fun, upbeat, fast song usually, to kind of get people watching it, get people interested, and kind of make the contest feel a bit happy. If you start with a sad song, then it's going to make people feel like, oh, you want to open with something fun. So let's see this year, who is the most fun song, or who's the most likely one to open. So Serbia is a big no-no. Latvia, no. Big no-no, not gonna happen. Ireland, possibly. What I'm gonna do is gonna make two scenarios. I'm not gonna just make one scenario, I'm gonna make two scenarios of what I think the running order is gonna be. So it gives me a better chance to get it right, really. I mean, we will not get it right with just one chance. So I think Ireland could definitely open it. I think Ireland's a really good choice. One, it's definitely not going to win. I think it'll struggle to qualify. It really will. But I think if it opens the contest, maybe people will feel different about it. It's quite an upbeat song. It's going to really get that arena moving. I think it's really going to get people out their seats. It's a good song at the end of the day, but it's just not strong. I could see it opening. I could envision it in my mind right now. Norway. I could see Norway doing it as well. But Norway's a strong competitor for the win this year, I think. So if the producers were smart, I don't think they'd put her first. Portugal's a definite no-no. Croatia's obviously a definite no-no. Malta could also open. I'm not going to put Norway. Norway, I don't mainly because I don't want Norway to open, and I don't think the producer would be that stupid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Ireland opening in my first scenario, and I'm going to put Malta in my second scenario. Now we're going to think about who's coming second and third in each of these semi-final predictions. Last year they put Latvia in second, so kind of a goofy song, kind of upbeat, kind of making people interested again. It's definitely, I think they're going to put something less fun, more serious in that slot. I think Serbia might be a good option for second place in the running order. Serbia or Portugal? We'll go Serbia, I think is the most likely, and Portugal in my second scenario. That's what we'll do. Now last year they had Lithuania in third. I think they're going to put Norway towards the 7th, 8th. No, they can only go to 7th in the first half. I think they might put Croatia third. I'm going to set Croatia in third in my first scenario. That's what I think is going to happen. And in my other scenario I'll put Latvia. Remember, I'm doing two different scenarios just to make my chances a bit better of getting it right. 4th and 5th are the hard ones, because this could literally be anything if it's right slap bang in the first half. I think in my first scenario, I'm going to put Portugal as 4th. Also in my first scenario, I think I'm going to place, it needs to be an upbeat one, we'll go Malta next. So far in the first scenario, semi-final 1, we've got Ireland, Serbia, Croatia, Portugal and Malta. It seems plausible, it seems actually okay. We'll finish the first scenario first and then we'll move on to the second. So who have we got left? Norway and Latvia. So I think Latvia will close the first half. So Latvia, then Norway. That seems plausible, right? Yeah, I think it does. Now let's finish the second scenario. Malta, Portugal and Latvia. Yeah, it needs to be an upbeat one now after Latvia. So let's put Norway in fourth. Let's put Norway a bit earlier for the second scenario. The next one's going to be upbeat as well, I think. The next one's going to be, I think, Ireland. We'll put Ireland fifth. Who's left? Serbia and Croatia. I think Serbia sixth, Croatia seventh. So that's my first scenario, that's my second scenario of the first half of the first semi-final. I think it's possible. I think that might, yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create the first scenario first. I think that's easier, and then do the second scenario. Now this is going to be the harder bit to do because there's 8 in this second half. Who's going to open the second half? This is difficult. It could literally be anyone. But it's after Norway in my first scenario, so it needs to be kind of a slower song, I think. Let's put Moldova. I know it's not slow, but it's got a bit of kind of weirdness about it. I think it could be first in the second half. Now they're going to put a slow one, a really slow one. Let's go Azerbaijan. Bear in mind, the first scenario is the one I think is most likely to happen. The second scenario is the one that's like backup. Next, I think after Azerbaijan, they probably will put something like Czechia. I'm noticing that this second half has a lot of upbeat in it, a lot of pop. So Czechia, I'll put in 10th position. You know, and I know, that they will put Loreen nearer to the end of the running order. After Czechia, let's go to Netherlands after Czechia. Netherlands is a ballad. So I think it's one of the only ballads. Is it one of the only? Yeah, it is. After the Netherlands, we want an upbeat one, I think. The producer will put an upbeat one. Israel. They'll also want to give Israel one of the last places as well. It's most likely to qualify. Probably will do well in the final as well. They'll also put Finland at one of the last positions as well. I think they actually might put Finland after Israel. Yeah, Finland in 13th. Switzerland in 14th. Because they always put like an, not an underdog, but like one that's not really popular with the public last. In the second last place or the third last place. Sweden in the last place, I think. I think the producer will probably do that. Okay, so that rounds out my first scenario. Let's just read through them and see if it could be possible. So, Ireland, Serbia, Croatia, Portugal, Malta, Latvia, Norway. That's the first half. Second half is Moldova, Azerbaijan, Czechia, Netherlands, Israel, Finland, Switzerland, and Sweden. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm going to do something interesting. As I say, the second prediction is kind of a backup, so I'm going to do something a bit interesting and put Sweden 8th after Croatia. Only doing this because I think maybe the producer will want to see if Sweden can get through with a bad position, even though 8th is a good position, obviously. In the semi-final with only 15 acts, 8th is great, but maybe the producers are feeling a bit cheeky, and maybe they're not wanting to put her last in the running order. I'll put her 8th. So after Sweden they'll want a ballad, and the only ballad in here is Netherlands. We'll go Switzerland after Sweden. Then after Switzerland, go... oh... yeah, we'll put Finland. If this second running order that I'm predicting is right, then Switzerland is doomed because it's placed right in between Sweden and Finland, the two favourites. Not great. That is mad. I've just noticed Sweden and Finland are the two big favourites to win this whole thing, and they're in the second half of the same semi-final. After Finland, they probably want to put Netherlands. No, but I put Netherlands in the 11th in the first option as well. This is difficult. Moldova, we'll put Moldova after Finland. Even though they're two quite quirky entries back to back, I think they'll do that anyway. I think they'll do that. After Moldova, let's put Azerbaijan. After Azerbaijan, we'll put Israel. After Israel, we'll put Netherlands. So I put Netherlands second to last and Czechia last to perform in the semi-final one. So these are my two scenarios, I think. One of these two have got to be close to being right. So I'm going to go through them both. Semi-final one, first half. Ireland, Serbia, Croatia, Portugal, Malta, Latvia, Norway. So we've got a fast song, slow song, fast song, fast-ish song. Then Malta's a fast-ish song. Latvia's slower, and Norway's fast. Yeah, spread them about. Moldova, fast-ish. Azerbaijan, slow. Czechia, slow. Netherlands, slow. We've got 3 slow songs in a row. Right, wait a minute. We're going to swap on the first scenario, Israel and Netherlands over. So now we have Moldova, fastish song. Azerbaijan, slow song. Czechia, slow song. Israel, fast song. Netherlands, slow song. Finland, fast song. Switzerland, slowish. Sweden, fast. Right. And when they say fast and slow, I mean they never ever put two really upbeat pop songs together usually, and they will never ever put any more than 2 or 3 slow songs together, like ballads or anything like that. They wouldn't do that. And then my second scenario, this is the more unlikely, I would say. Malta, Portugal, Latvia, Norway, Ireland, Serbia and Croatia. So Malta fast song, Portugal slow, Latvia slow, I'll do that, it's fine. Norway fast, Ireland fast, Serbia slow, Croatia slow. Yeah, I think they'd do that. Sweden fast, Switzerland slow, Finland fast, Moldova fastish, Azerbaijan slow, Israel fast, Netherlands slow and Czechia semi-slow. Yeah, I'm happy with it too. They're my final predictions for the semi-final running order. Please let me be right. See if I am right. I think that first one's plausible. I think they will definitely put Sweden to close. I think they will. That moment with I don't care about the pay, that's great, it's just so good. And they'll want that to close the semi-final, surely. I couldn't see them doing anything else to close it. And Ireland to open, I think, is perfect. I think I'm more certain of Ireland than I am of Malta opening. I'm happy with that. Tell me what you think, put your running order predictions down below. It is definitely different, not a lot of people do running order predictions. I like doing this because it's a little bit of a challenge. I like doing it. I have been right before. I was right in 2021 for semi-final 1. I got it right. Cross my fingers and I'm right again. But yeah, tell me what you think down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. I'm going to be doing my top 15 of semi-final 1 and top 16 of semi-final 2. And also, with that top 15 and 16 of the semi-finals, I'm also going to do predictions of what I think is going to happen, because my top, or my favourites of the semi-finals is not the same of what I think is going to happen. It's always the same every year. My favourites never ever get through, so I'm going to make a prediction of who I think is going to get through as well, and my favourites. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.